All right, as promised, today we're going to talk about conversation starters. So when you're talking to somebody and you're not really sure what to say, just here's what I do. So this is what I did yesterday. When I saw what she was wearing, right? I didn't know her. I met her for the first time. And she was wearing this little dress thing that it was like black and white, and it looked kind of like a zebra print. So I was like, hey, you like zebras? And she was like, well, I mean, they're cool. Yeah, horses are cool. And she went into horses, and we just started having a conversation from there. So it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if it's relevant or on topic. Like, I love just saying random shit because I get bored. I don't want to talk about whatever the fuck they're talking about nonstop. It gets so boring. So when I can feel that it's dying down the specific thing we're talking about, like if we're talking about food, because you can only talk about food for so long unless you're like a chef or food critic, and then I'll just go off of their vibe. So I did this yesterday too. I was talking to somebody, and she just had this vibe of like, I watch anime. She wasn't Asian, but I just felt it. So I was like, hey, you watch anime, right? And then she said, not really, but I've read a manga before. It was pretty cool. And then from there, I figured, well, if she likes, is open-minded to that type of stuff, which is Asian, Japanese, I was like, okay, so you're a singer? You like karaoke? And then it ended up being that she said that she loves karaoke. So here's the thing. It's kind of like thrown out. Somebody might say it's like a shotgun attempt, but it's really not like a shotgun attempt, because it's not like purely just random, the things you're saying. It may seem like that to other people, but what you're doing is you're going off of your perspective. So you're not just saying like, okay, let me just say something super out there. You're going off of a vibe, you're going off of a feel. You might even be going off of memory. Like, this person reminds you of somebody from the past, so maybe they're into this thing, or maybe they do this thing. And that's what I do. And I've had some amazing conversations just by doing that. And not being afraid to just say that shit, or ask questions, or make certain assumptions, right? And when I say assumptions, I mean making statements. Because you don't always have to just ask questions. You can make statements like, your favorite color is green. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah. Well, sometimes they'll be like, yeah, it is. How'd you know? And I'll say, oh, you just look like, you like green. It just doesn't matter. You just say things. You just go off of what you feel and what you want to say, impulse. As long as it's not something super creepy, obviously, right? Or something that has, I don't have to go into detail, but practice this, and if you're not used to it, it will feel awkward at first. You'll feel like, oh, they're gonna think I'm a fucking weirdo. But you gotta realize, man, a lot of people out there too, they're kind of afraid of conversation. They have a hard time talking about these type of things too. So you could be a breath of fresh air, and if not, you just know that you don't vibe. That's the most important thing too. You'll know if you don't vibe based off of that, because if you have to work that hard to keep a conversation going, it's just not going to work, whether that be in a relationship or friendship wise. Like, it shouldn't be like pulling tooth and nail. It should be fun. It should be pretty simple. But also remember, you dictate the direction that the conversation goes. But also, let them talk too. Like, listen and hear what they have to say. Don't just keep throwing out a bunch of shit. Like, you can return things. If they go karaoke, like the karaoke conversation where, oh yeah, I love karaoke. I'm like, oh, you do? Dang. Shit, my favorite song is like, I love my singing Michael Bublé. Like, I love Michael Bublé, and I really do love Michael Bublé. And then they'll be like, oh my God, I love Michael Bublé too. I'm like, you do? Shit. Yeah, I just went to his concert last year. It's like, oh my God, how was it? It was great. Like that. Like, just keep it going. And then, as I said, when it kind of starts to die down a little bit, like change some shit up. And even, I get bored sometimes, or a lot of times, so then I'll be like, hey, let's move over there. And it could be like 10 feet away. And it feels different just being in a position in a room or in a parking lot like 10 feet away. It just, I don't know, it feels different. So try that stuff out. It's easy. And if it's not easy right now, it'll get easier. And it's fun. You'll see. It's exciting to see what you can get away with in terms of like statements or random topics, Last example I give, I became friends with this guy at this bar. It wasn't a bar, actually. It was like a mansion party for this company I used to work for. And then I went up to him and I was trying to get a drink. Well, I didn't go up to him, and he was next to me, and then I was trying to get a drink at that bar. And this dude looked like he weighed 300 pounds and was like 6'5". He's just a fucking freak of nature. So my first thought was, like, he looks like he fucks people up. So I turned to him and then I said, hey man, you look like you killed people before. And he was like, how'd you know? And then we just went into like this fun improvised conversation, right? And you can also tell how open-minded somebody is based off of how they react to that type of stuff. So yeah, that's my tip. So yeah, man. I'm gonna be doing this for another, I don't know, like 25, 26 days, something like that. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps out. Okay. Have a good day.